hello. Something majorly exciting just happened. Hang on. I have to share it. How are you? It's Tuesday and something very, 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 very exciting just happened to me. So today I decided that I would go for a run and work in a coffee shop because my house is too messy and I didn't want to be here today. I needed to be somewhere else. And I thought about some things I wanted to work on today. In the meantime, I saw an email asking me to write a presentation for a client in London. So I went for my run. I went to a new coffee shop that I'd never been to before, and I sat down and got my coffee and a piece of cake, and I wrote this work presentation for a client in London. And then I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go home now and have my shower, and then I'll work on my writing. And I saw this older man, so retired age man, sitting in the corner of the coffee shop. And he did something which was quite sweet and funny. I saw him kind of like sit back and close his eyes. It's like he was snoozing. And then I was carried on typing and I looked up and then he'd kind of woken up from his snooze and he'd stretched and whatever. And I thought that's so sweet that he can have a sleep in a coffee shop, because I've always wanted to have the skill of power napping, which I've never mastered in my life. And because I've been sleep deprived for most of my life, I thought to be able to power nap would be the best skill in the world. And my toddler woke me up before dawn this morning, so I was thinking I'm really jealous of that man having a power nap in the corner. I wish I could do that. And then as I'd packed up to leave, I thought I could just go over and say something to him about being jealous of his power napping. And then I thought, no, don't be silly, Chrissy. And I thought, oh, just go on, it doesn't matter. So I went over and I said, excuse me, I just wanted to say to you that I was very impressed with your quick snooze that I noticed you just having in your power nap in a coffee shop. I said, I was thinking I wish I could do that. And he said, oh, well, I was impressed with you sitting over there typing, because we've got friends who write books in coffee shops, don't we, Barb? And I hadn't looked at the lady yet, and I looked at her and I smiled. And then he said, yeah, Barbara and I are writers. And he said, oh, we've got friends who write books in coffee shops. I said, I'm a writer, I write books in coffee shops. And he said, yes, we are writers too. And because he had said the name Barbara, I looked at her and I said, are you Barbara Hannay? And she said, yes. This is Barbara Hannay. Okay, listen to this. Barbara Hannay writes women's fiction with over 12 million books sold worldwide. Her novels, set in Australia, have been translated into 26 languages, and she has won the Romance Writers of America's Rita Award and been shortlisted 5 times. 2 of Barbara's novels have also won the Romance Writers of Australia's Romantic Book of the Year Award. Barbara lives in Townsville with her writer husband and enjoys being close to the Coral Sea, the stunning tropical scenery and colourful characters, all of which find their way into her popular stories. So this is her book, which is set on Magnetic Island, which I read in January. And after I read it, I wrote here in my journal, how do I write a best-selling romance fiction? So Barbara and I started chatting. I told her that I'd read her book and I'd loved it and I'd shared it with my friends. And I said, can I show you my books? And I ran out to the car and I came back with my 2 books and I gave her my books. Look, this is me and Barbara with my books. And I said, sorry if I'm smelly because I've just been for a run, because when you meet someone you idolize, you don't want to be all stanky up, do you? So that was so cool. So we talked about books. She told me about her next book, which is coming out in August, which is all about connection, which isn't that amazing, because I decided to go and connect with that man. I now have met a hero of mine. She said that she loves my books. She looked through them. She said, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I told her that they've been nominated for the State Literature Awards. He said his book's been nominated for the State Literature Awards. I said, let's go to Brisbane together. All of these amazing things are happening, and then he said that they're going to phone me to give me a copy of his book. So that was just an amazing connection that just happened spontaneously, because something that he did made me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, and I wanted to share it with him. And that's the power of connecting with people right in front of you, which is the central theme of her next book, which is coming out in August, about people connecting. So I'm so excited. So if you haven't read this book, get a copy of it. I absolutely loved it. And it was beautiful to share my books with her, and I'm super stoked because We talked about literature festivals, we talked about self-publishing, we talked about distribution and markets and all these amazing things, and I now have a new famous writer friend living in Townsville. So that's so exciting. So I had to share it. I manifested Barbara Hannay into my life. Can't believe it. Super, super, super freaking excited. I'm going to have a shower because I am stinking. Love you, bye.